Josh here, and I'm just going to be explaining what this thing is I'm been talking about. Um, so this is my updater, as you all know. It's just a simple FTP program to basically minimize the, you know, like everything you have to do with FTPing with FileZilla. You have to FTP a lot of files, but really that's not that much. It's just for some people, it just makes it easier. Now I've actually modified the UI a little bit. I'll probably be making a custom UI later down the line, so it looks and emulates the actual site theme as well. But I did a little bit more to this, but I've also added an update feature, which I have to run by Exile over Skype or even over the forum before it's actually implemented fully. Um, because it's going to require him itself to kind of follow a little bit of the method that I'm using to do it, and it would require him to use his site to do it as well. But we'll see what he says. This is just going to be posted in the forum to see what you guys think about it, to think if you guys like the actual program. I see you guys think it's cool, but I don't really know how many people are actually using it. And then I'm just going to explain the actual method here. So this is an updated value right here, where this is an outdated value. So this would be your current version, this would be your updated version. So if Exile was the person updating this, on his thread, he would go and update another actual zip file called paradox.zip to the thread. And from there, he'd also go to the update.txt and add a new value, which would be 3, which then you would go to run the actual installer, and it would come up with a mandatory update. But we're gonna get to this later down the line. Um, and I'm gonna just put some music on while I do the presentation. But now let's explain what this does. This right here compares um, this value with this. If this value is greater than this value, it triggers the mandatory update. If not, then it just launches the main form. And then this one is hidden. The actual update form is hidden. The other thing I also did is I added a progress bar with a calculation. So it calculates the actual size of the file that's downloading and shows you where it's actually at. And it's in real time, it's not fake. Now my actual site is a little bit faster than most, so I don't know if it's different on other sites, but um, it's kind of the same, truthfully. You probably even use Dropbox if you really wanted to. But let's just get to the presentation, and you can see what the actual new UI looks like. A little bit different. I need to fix a little bit around things around. I'm sorry about that. I also haven't actually added any form of anchoring, and I do apologize about that. And let's just get to the actual presentation and see what you guys think. After that, I'll come back and I'll you know just talk a little bit more about it. All right. Peace.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grabs in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 dealer, you
Okay, guys, as you've seen that the updater was actually down here. If you look, when I ran it, it didn't come up. So this is gone. It's not down here anymore. And if I change this value back, you saw me exiting out there. Um, Now I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. Okay, so it's down here right there, information, and it runs, and after that you can exit it. that actual thing down there wasn't existing. It was just an extra thing I did down there, which I apologize when I opened it twice. Another thing I have to fix is a little bit of like this actual theme styling. You can see some things are off-centered and that looks horrible. But as this is not going to be pushed out until I have an OK with Exile, and by then I even might just go through it and make a flat style theme for the actual uh, tool itself. Unless you guys want this. Another thing, like I said before, is I didn't anchor anything down. I didn't lock this. So if you come up to here, it will actually open up and it won't stay in the location. This is because it's been open sourced for most of the time, and at that time I don't care to, lock something that is only going to be open source. But when I go through this, I'll be adding more features, and when more features come, I need to have it opened. So for now, it's going to be locked when the next update, but this one you have is not going to be. And like I said, I have to ask him if he's okay with this type of method, because the fact that it will use his site and require a download from his site, and he'll have to keep that updated. Another thing is I have to see if he'll go with the actual method I'm using, like with the actual eboots, because in his actual update it does not. It actually has like a Black Ops 1 dot eboot, like Black Ops 1 eboot, and like that. So I'll have to check with that as well. Um, but tell me what your thoughts are on the site. Tell me if you like this idea. If not, it's okay. That's your opinion. Nobody's knocking it. I just would rather know before, I go through all the trouble. Well, not really trouble. I enjoy this, but the fact that I'd just rather know before, you know, we worry about it. I'd rather have the user opinion than not the user opinion. I'd rather not go by my opinion. I prefer this type of method because it's so much easier, but others may not. Okay, thank you. See ya.